architecture, and thank you for joining us today for the inauguration ceremony of the International Conference on Built Environment, Science and Technology, ICON West 2021. We are really delighted that you are all here with us on this special day. We are proud to be organizing this international conference in association with the Council of Architecture, who is our knowledge partner, ASICH and ETHOS for being the conference catalyst, ITPC, a SOCOM-GEM for our sustainability partners, Smart Habitat Foundation and Acoustical Society of India as the associate partners, Institutions Innovation Council as the innovation partner. The international conference in the history of our school, which is completely conducted on the digital platform. COVID-19 has been an opportunity to connect all amongst this pandemic. It is our pleasure to welcome all the esteemed guests, speakers, researchers, professionals, academicians, students, and all others to this two-day conference from all over the globe. We have left no stone unturned to make this conference a dynamic one.
The built environment is increasingly becoming a product of technology. The biophysics involved in the building has an important role to play in human well-being. With the advent of sustainable technologies, our knowledge horizon concerning the physical behavior of the buildings and the impact of buildings on the energy efficiency, comfort, health, safety, and durability has expanded. In the wake of the above context, we can see science and technology have asserted its position in the contemporary building processes. This means the building can't purely be considered as an object of art anymore. The technological quotient involved in building equally dictates and shapes the final built environment. This scenario urges us to rethink the way we understand the built environment in the changing times. The conference ICON Best seeks to indulge with the state-of-the-art developments in the built environment for a better understanding of the fundamentals and to discuss the way forward for a better tomorrow.
The objectives we perceived for the conference are to bring together all researchers, research scholars, eminent academicians, and professionals from reputed universities, institutions across the globe to exchange and share their experience and research outcomes, to contribute to the technical knowledge in the area of sustainable practices and technologies like climatic facades, kinetic facades, energy efficient built environment, eco-friendly materials, and energy resource management at large, to carry out in-depth cutting-edge research in the frontier areas of architecture and built design, to present and discuss recent innovations, trends, concerns, and practical challenges in the field of building science. We would like to now join us for the invocation song, Tamil Thai Varthu.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
It is our honor to welcome Dr. P. Satish Kumar, Dean, School of Architecture and Interior Design, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Council Member, New Delhi, without whose inspiration we wouldn't be here today. We now invite our Dean to deliver the welcome address.
Very good evening, everybody. Good evening, dear guests and delegates for attending and participating for this inaugural session of the International Conference ICON Best 2021 in the virtual mode. It is my privilege to welcome each and every one of you who have accepted our invitation and participated in this August gathering. Thank you one and all for being here with us. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, SRM IST, Dr. Muthamil Chelvan, respected Honorable President, Council of Architecture, New Delhi, Architect Abib Khan, Dr. M. Vairamani, Dean School of Bioengineering, SRMIST, Dr. Qatar Singh, Director, International Relations, SRMIST, for this great international conference of this year 2021 from School of Architecture and SRMIST. A special welcome to the guest of honor, Dr. Syed Ahmed, Director, Research Institute, University Technology, Malaysia, and another guest of honor, Enda Tri Priyanti, University, Nigeria, Malang, from Indonesia. And also a special welcome to our convener of this conference, Professor Pradeepa, and coordinator of this conference, Dr. Shantipriya, and moderators, Professor Esther Charin and Professor Prashanthi Rajagopal. And welcome everybody in this fine evening of this Icon Best 2021 at School of Architecture and Interior Design, SRMIST. A special thanks to the Chancellor of SRMIST for his constant support and Pros Chancellor for his continuous monitoring. A great acknowledgement to my beloved faculty members and students of School of Architecture and Interior Design, SRMIST, for everybody's hard work on making this Icon Best 2021 to happen. A special mention to all my other deans, HODs and directors, along with our special registrar of SRMIST family, and a special thanks to Dean CET, Dr. TV Gopal, for making this possible. Also to mention on many heads of the agricultural institutions across the country, we have registered as elite registrations and also made their faculties and students to register and participate in this grand Icon Best 2021. The program event is specially meant for the research scholars across the globe, which has brought a great attention across the globe towards research at SRMIST. Almost 88 papers were accepted, published in this conference after stringent processing and checking out of many hundreds of papers submitted. It is my privilege to say that all these papers, authors also presented their submissions well recorded and telecasted, screened in this conference day after tomorrow. Also, panel discussions on these paper presentations on the 4 different themes and topics were well analyzed by the session chairs, and the best paper on each and every theme is awarded from Icon Best 2021. A special mention to all the advisory committee members who is constantly advising, supporting, mentoring the conference. The special welcome to all the supporters and sponsors with Ethos, ASIC, Architect Geeta Balakrishnan, Acoustical Society of India, Institution Innovation Council, which is a Ministry of Education Initiative, Asokem Green Association, Smart Habitat Foundation, where our associates, and we have 6 sponsors. The first platinum sponsor is EPCO Furniture Fittings, LiveMart Intelligent Harness for Homes, WorkMart Intelligent Harness for Offices, which is they paid 3 lakhs rupees for being a platinum sponsor, and they invested on this for our Icon Best 2021 to take up a great academic exposure and opportunity. Along with that, Astal Adhesives, who is again a golden sponsor, Dalmia Cement, Future Today, Ultratech Cements, Engineer's Choice, India #1 Cement, and Nippon Paints, were our privileged sponsors who is in support with us. A special welcome to 72 celebrity speakers across the globe who has spent, invested, breeded their intelligent brains and works, which is getting screened tomorrow digitally. A warm love towards our alumni of School of Architecture and Interior Design, SRMIST, who has presented their works, which is to be screened digitally day after tomorrow. A great appreciation and welcome to all the core committee members, moderators, organizers, and participants, along with each and everybody who has contributed their intelligence, values, and time directly and indirectly. Of course, with 1,000+ participants and 200+ speakers with 17,000 recipients across the globe, I take the privilege to welcome each and every one of you on behalf of Icon Best 2021 at School of Architecture and Interior Design at SRMIST Katangulathur. A special welcome and appreciation to our knowledge partner, Council of Architecture, New Delhi, for the constant support since its inception. A special mention to Architect Habib Khan, President Council of Architecture, New Delhi, and Mr. Rajkumar Oberoi, Registrar Council of Architecture, New Delhi, for the extended support on knowledge sharing. I'm sure it's a great event and a mega event in the virtual mode, worked out with a lot of enthusiasm and energy, intelligence and hard work by many across the globe. Let's witness, let's enjoy, let's learn and celebrate life. Thank you and thanks for the opportunity. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address to this forum. It gives us immense pleasure to introduce the convener of IconBest 2021, without whom this program would not have been possible, Professor C. Pradeepa, Head of Department, School of Architecture and Interior Design. We request you to address the forum about IconBest.
Very good evening to one and all present here. On behalf of School of Architecture and Interior Design, SRM IST, I welcome you all for joining us at the IconBest 2021 International Conference on Built Environment, Science and Technology. I, Professor Pradeepa, Head, Department of Architecture and the convener of IconBest 2021 is here to give a brief about the conference and the kicking of the two-day event. In the next few minutes of my oration, I'll be giving you the insights of what the conference is all about, how useful it is, and what does the future hold for all of us in architecture fraternity in connection to the context of the conference. This conference has come a long way since December 2019 and has suppressed the various challenges during the pandemic. Many symposiums, conferences, and faculty development programs have been held in our school, but this is the very first international conference to be hosted by our school. School of Architecture and Interior Design had also hosted many events such as Alumni Talk Series, Celebrity Talk Series, International Talk Series, Research Talk Series, various workshops, and other knowledge-enhancing activities, which ranged from 3 days program to 15 days program for all the students, researchers, academicians, and practitioners starting from March 2020 to till date. Even during the peak pandemic, not letting the pandemic affect the e-learning. I would like to lay out the major outcomes of this conference with respect to the theme of the conference, which is the need of the hour. The major outcomes that we accept from this conference is a national and international relationship and how it can be inclined towards a new technology with respect to the theme of the conference. IconBest 2021 intends to bring together the eminent speakers from the fraternity of architecture and allied fields to facilitate an exchange of experiences and research outcomes on all varying aspects of built environment, science and technology. IconBest 2021 aspires to explore the significant roles to be played by many sectors in shaping the built environment of a country and their contribution. It also would be an excellent platform for all the researchers, academicians, scientists, and budding entrepreneurs to present their outstanding research work related to the various new trends in the area of global entrepreneurship and innovation. I hope you will have more productive days of integrity and stimulating sessions and discussions for the next 2 days. I request all the delegates to make use of these 2 days to the best of their abilities. Now I declare the conference open.
Thank you, convener, for your deep insight into the making and relevance of International Conference on Built Environment, Science and Technology.
We now take the honor of introducing the Vice Chancellor in charge of SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Dr. C. Muthamil Selvan. He is a professor in nanoscience and nanotechnology with over 100 research publications. He has been recognized as the Honorable Guest Professor in the Shizuoka University, Japan, since April 2014. He has been associated with SRM Group of Institution since its inception and has served in various academic and administrative roles. He is a participative leader driving the vision of the university by initiating and executing path-breaking ideas, developing people and devising strategies to transform the university to global standards. He has led the institution on international and national accreditation processes like the ABET USA, IET UK, and the NAC. He is widely networked with the academic leaders across the world and associated with various professional bodies and also serves in key positions. He is a fellow of the IET UK and also holds a position as a member India Development Panel IET India, and an executive committee member of India Science Congress Association, Kolkata, and certified member of Management and Leadership Education, Harvard University. He also leads the institution's Innovation Council, IIC, and has been instrumental in the creation of the SRM Innovation and Incubation Center. The SIIC and the IIC fosters the culture and entrepreneurship and innovation in the institution and plays a vital role in encouraging students and faculty startups. Thank you for us and thank you for joining us today, sir. And I kindly request you to deliver the inaugural address.
Very good evening to all of you. Dean, School of Architecture and Interior Design, Dr. Satish Kumar. Dean, School of Bioengineering, Dr. M. Vairamani. Keynote speaker, Dr. Syed. All my other colleagues and participants. A very warm welcome to SRM Institute of Science and Technology's virtual ICON Best Conference, which is International Conference on Built Environment, Science and Technology 2021. I'm extremely happy to note that this is the first international conference organized by the School of Architecture and Interior Design since its inception. Because of the pandemic, we are forced to go digital, and then I could see quite a good number of participants across the globe. The science of building is a fascinating subject, and unless the resulting edifice evokes an emotion of some kind, it cannot be considered as a work of art. We have been witnessing how technology has advanced architecture for centuries, and it is not a secret that technology has accelerated at an incredible pace. Architecture and interior design is not an exception. As technology continually develops, it allows us to think more creatively and bring those visions from one's mind to screen to model it in reality. For instance, clients can slip into a virtual reality headset and see building plans unfolding or touch a 3D of their new intelligent dream home. This interactive experience can help connect more people to the finished projects like never before. We often hear the terms smart building, smart technology, and smart roofs. Let's call it Tesla's solar roof tiles. Now, Elon Musk Smart Technologies is the best example that can be cited for evolutionizing plans and concepts with a new vision for future cities. It's more than designing and supervising the construction of buildings today. It's all about pursuing new horizons in design like generative, additive design, exploring algorithms for data access and analytics, experimenting with adaptability, robotics, 3D printing on top of it, clinging to traditional and cultural aspects at the same time. So all these technologies are being built into all domains. Green architecture, advocating sustainable energy sources for energy conservation, reuse and safety of building materials, organic terrestrial farming, and building sites for its impact on the environment are picking up pace globally. Few mentions about vertical farming, how technology is leveraged to increase crop production in constrained spaces. To survive and thrive in this digital world and handle uncertain conditions, architects and interior designers will need to harness the emerging technologies and use them to their best advantage. If the designers continue to evolve in their creativity, perception, work on new ideas, and also eco-friendly technologies, take the client's dreams and requirements aptly, this craft will always continue to evolve in new, exciting dimensions. I hope this conclave of academicians, international experts, professionals, budding entrepreneurs, and our beloved alumni pave the way for fruitful interactions and associations. Also, we are eagerly looking forward to the development of cutting-edge research in these areas. Heartiest congratulations and my best wishes to the entire team of School of Architecture and Interior Design for organizing this grand event amidst this pandemic challenge. Good luck and thank you all. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address and your blessings.
It gives us immense pleasure to introduce Architect Habib Khan, President, Council of Architecture, New Delhi. Architect Habib Khan graduated in architecture from VNIT and went to the US, where he completed his master's in architectural design from University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. After his master's degree, he worked in Philadelphia, coordinating major retail design projects for retail giants across the world. He returned to India in 1990 and started his own private practice. He was awarded the IIIA Best Interior Design Award by the Indian Institute of Architects in 1998 and IIA's KAFF Young Architects Award in 2000. He was also awarded the Orange City Achievement Award in 2009 and State Level Excellence in Architecture and Education Award by IIA Maharashtra chapter in 2011. Recently, he and Smita were awarded the prestigious INTBAU Award 2018 for large-scale promotion of traditional and vernacular architecture in the world. INTBAU is an organization promoted by HRH Prince Charles, and the JD Campus project was awarded the Excellence Award in the New Buildings category. Architecture to him is a passion, total commitment, and something to enjoy and indulge in. He is fiercely committed to architecture being contextual and relevant. He believes that architecture shall be responsive to traditions, climate, context, and be environmentally and ecologically responsible. His architecture is organic, traditional, contextual, and contemporary. His architectural practice, Smita and Habib Khan Architects, mostly deals with campus designs, institutions, and wildlife resorts. He has worked with major hospitality groups like Taj, Citrus, Mahua, and Celebrations, and few major campuses in central India. Architect Habib has been invited to many national and international conferences as a keynote speaker. He was also invited to speak at international conferences of IAPS Glasgow 2012, Degrowth 2012 Venice, and Degrowth 2016 Budapest. Architect Habib Khan is also involved in teaching since the beginning of his career. He is currently the director at Priyadarshini Institute of Architecture and Design Studies, Nagpur, and Lokmanya Tilak Institute of Architecture and Design Studies, Mumbai. His design teaching revolves around sensitizing students towards their own heritage, roots, context, and climate within the framework of being contemporary. Thank you for joining us today, sir, and we welcome you to deliver the presidential address.
Everyone, I bring warm greetings from the Council of Architecture. It's a pleasure to be amongst my own fraternity and my own people, my students, and all the delegates who are participating in this ICON Best 2021. I bring greetings from the Council of Architecture. Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, and the Chancellor of SRM, Dean Satish Ji, organizers, conveners, delegates, participants, students, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to ICON Best 2021. ICON conferences like these pave way for interaction amongst our fraternity and bring about a change which is needed in today's time in which our profession is going through. Times are not very conducive to any professional, not only architecture, but to any professional field because of the economic slowdown and the recession that is happening across globally. And our country is not bereft of the economic slowdown. Coupled with the pandemic and the exceptional circumstances that the world has gone through in the last year, the profession is at a crossroads, wherein we're trying to build back the bridges that were broken by the pandemic. And I'm sure there are efforts across the fraternity from professionals and academicians to spring back to action. And international conferences like these, organized by Satish and his team, are very heartening to note. And the bane of the pandemic and the lockdowns, wherein we all went online, was something we have converted into a boon. A conference like this, with over 75 plus celebrity speakers, 50 national speakers, 25 international speakers, 75 or odd plus research presentations, 12 alumni presentations, would probably not be possible in a physical face-to-face format. It would not only need phenomenal amount of finances being involved in the whole process, but the logistics and the time that is spent by the organizers in organizing such a conference in a face-to-face format. So this online format is a boon to all of us, wherein we are able to gather about 200 odd speakers and research paper presentations on an online platform like this. I really extend my heartfelt gratitude to SRM and SAID for organizing such kind of conferences and interactive sessions online. The built environment of tomorrow needs to be looked into. We need to introspect, we need to self-introspect and look into our own selves as to how and what would be the nature of the built environment post-pandemic. We have been solely responsible for trampling of the earth's resources, of the mother nature's degradation that has happened over the years, over the senseless development, over the mindless destruction of natural resources that mankind has done in last couple of decades, is worth looking into. The pandemic has taught us something which we need to incorporate in how the future built environment should be. Human beings have singularly been responsible for killing of fellow living species in multitude. The extinction of fellow living beings, be it animals, wildlife, trees, forest, and so on, is phenomenal. The selfishness of mankind has been noteworthy in the sense that the selfishness has reached gigantic proportions, and the pandemic and the lockdowns gave us a break to think what and where we were going. The kind of development that we are, the model of development that we were following or we are still following, whether it is appropriate, whether it is right, whether it is the right model to follow, henceforth is the need to be looked into. And I'm sure conferences like these and interactive brainstorming sessions wherein you have presentations and thought processes across the world, not only our country, but across the world, will look into this major aspect of how the built environment would be or should be in the coming years. Mother Nature has taught us a lesson, and if we do not learn from these lessons, I'm sure we will not leave a better earth and a better place for the future generations who are coming in. And it is the responsibility of the architects, planners, urban designers, scientists, and allied technologies who are actually responsible for a large amount of the built environment and the built infrastructure to pause and take a look at how should be the roadmap, what should be the roadmap of future built environment. And I'm sure all of us architects are thinking about this, policymakers, politicians are thinking about this and would act positively positively to augment the drawbacks that have happened in the past. Built environment is increasingly becoming more and more tech savvy, more and more technologically oriented. It is becoming more and more sci-fi, hi-fi, whatever you want to call it, and more globalization, internationalism is coming into the built environment, and architecture is also one of the casualties of the entire process. We need to introspect and look into again how should be the built environment of our country. Should it be swept away by the wave of globalization and the industrialization that has happened in the past years, or should we make it more humane, make it more sensitive to our culture, to our people, and to our country? Our country is a diverse country of varied cultures, varied type of people, cuisines, vernacular varies from few kilometers in our country. We have a rich, diverse culture, while our built environment is becoming universalized, internationalized, and globalized. The kind of I'm not against the technological innovations and advancement that happens, but I'm definitely against a faceless architecture wherein we build senselessly and we build something that is not suited to our people, not suited to our climate, context, and culture. We also need to look at the kind of built environment that we're going to leave behind for the future generations of our country, fellow citizens, and we have a greater responsibility to be more environmentally, contextually sustainable in our process. For the brief of the conference, also the deliberations that will follow in the coming days to really find out a path which is more sustainable, not only sustainable, but is very contextual and is very Indian, so that we can have an Indian identity to our built environment. At the moment, unfortunately, that is not the scenario of the built environment in our country, wherein it is very difficult to distinguish a building built today in any city of our country than compared to any other city built anywhere else in the world. And this is something that we need to look into. This is something that we need to thrash out amongst our own fraternity to find out a way which is not only contextual and sensitive, but is humane and is based on a sound footing of technological advancement and contemporary knowledge and wisdom that we have all gained in the past years. And this is my appeal to all the fellow delegates, participants, presenters, speakers, students to look into this thought process and not shun technology, advancement, engineering, and the wisdom that we have all gained in the years, but built upon that to have an architecture which is more sustainable to our country, to our context, to our people, and to our culture. And I once again wish all the best to SRM, SAID, Satish ji and his team, the conveners, the people who have worked hard behind the scenes to make this a success. And I'm sure the kind of impressive speakers lineup that you have, a lot of effort would have gone behind the scenes. I want to acknowledge and thank all those known and unknown workers who have worked hard behind the scenes to make this a success. And I once again appeal to my fraternity and my fellow architects, planners, engineers, and designers to look into this aspect, wherein we are able to leave a legacy and a heritage which our future generations and our young citizens of our country would look up to and be proud to inherit. And it is our responsibility to do that. And it is our duty to do that, to leave a better world, a better place, and a better country to inherit. Thank you very much for inviting me here and giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts. And I wish every success to ICON BEST 2021. Thank you.
Thank
Jai
you,
Hind.
sir, for sharing your thoughts and insights to this conference, ICON Best 2021.
We are delighted to introduce Dr. Vairamani, Dean, School of Bioengineering, SRM Institute of Science and Technology. He completed his PhD in Indian Institute of Technology, Madras in 1997, and he has published his research and several reputed papers. He was a member in the editorial board of Rapid Communication in Mass Spectrometry from 2007, and he's an elected fellow of Andhra Pradesh Academy of Sciences in 2007. He won the prestigious Chemito Award for Excellency in the field of chemistry in 2005. He was an elected fellow of Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore in 2000, and a member of the editorial advisory board of European Journal of Mass Spectrometry from 1993. We are fortunate to have you here with us, sir, today, and I request you to deliver the special address.
Good evening, everybody. Honorable Vice Chancellor of SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Professor C. Muthamil Selvan, Honorable President of Council of Architecture, New Delhi, and Chief Guest of ICON Best 2021 inaugural function, Architect Mr. Habib Khan, respected Dean, School of Architecture and Interior Design, Professor Satish Kumar, Professor Pradeepa, convener of this international conference, other dignitaries who are participating in the inaugural function, other organizers, faculty from the School of Architecture and Interior Design, and participants. At the outset, I thank the organizers for inviting me to participate in this inaugural function and give a special address. A few words about architecture from my view and perception. I would just underline this one, my view and my perception. The word architecture immediately brings to my mind the beauty of marvelous Indian temples, especially temples from South India. And they are unique in the world, and every one of us will agree for that. They have their own copyright, and I don't think any plagiarism is possible here, and no one will be able to reproduce it. Even modern science and engineering cannot help in this respect. For example, the Venkateswara temple in the middle of Hyderabad, which is built on a small hill, is more known as Birla Temple rather than Venkateswara Temple. There are many Indian temples in North America and in other countries. I have visited a couple of them. I felt some kind of artificialness in all those places. Another example is, of course, it's not particular. I'm not pointing out to anybody. Another best example is Golden Temple in Vellore. One does not feel the originality of historic temples here. You see as a property of an individual rather than a property of the public. What it reminds me is that the concept of building the Indian temples, for example, or building the historic temples, might have originated from the king who was ruling at the time, actually. But the construction of such temples might have been done by thousands of people with special skills and similar likings. Probably that is the reason such monuments, the temples, still have the soul in them and is accepted by most of the public. It's not that individual who has built it. It's thousands of people put their art and their skills. That's why still they are being remembered today. And then same may be true with other monuments. I'm not particular about temples. It may be true with other monuments in other parts of the country as well as also in other parts of the world. Another point of interest here is that the architecture differs from religion to religion, region to region, and country to country. However good a temple in South India might be, but no American or European or people from other countries want to build the same one in their country. They may not be able to reproduce, that is one thing, but at the same time, it's clear that their taste differs. Their taste is not similar to ours. That's one of the reasons. And I am of the opinion, by just giving these couple of examples, that originality matters in all the fields, and it can not only bring laurels, but also will remain forever. And the theme of this conference is sustainable environment or built environment. And I wish all the participants of this international conference to focus on originality in architecture, so that whatever you build in the terms of built environment or sustainable environment, it will remain forever. It's not like a ad hoc structure. It just goes for a couple, it remains for 100 years or so. It has to remain for thousands of years, and it has to speak about your skill. That should be the, of course, the importance of this particular conference. And I'm sure that with the thousands of participants, somebody will definitely be addressing this issue also. Once again, I thank the organizers for inviting me to participate in ICON Best 2021. And I congratulate the Dean, Dr. Satish Kumar, who is taking the School of Architecture to a greater height by giving new dimensions to the academics and research. I wish the conference all the success. Again, thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your blessings and your kind words.
We are now absolutely ecstatic to share our ICON Best video in this platform. Please join us and view this spectacular event unfold before your eyes.
Excited to introduce the Director, International Relationships, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Dr. Katar Singh. Dr. Katar Singh was the South India's first Deputy Director based in Chennai, responsible for programs and projects in the arts, science and technology, education, management, and social sciences. He has considerable experience and expertise in project cycle management, including project identification, design, formulation, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation. He has served British Council for more than 3 decades. He was an advisor and consultant to several Indian and UK organizations engaged in teachers training, school education, and environmental conservation. He was instrumental in designing the flagship UK-India education and research initiative that has defined the bilateral relationship between UK and India in science, technology, and education. He has handled large teams and led on design and management for over 200 projects valued over 5 million GBP and developed many schemes and programs for bilateral collaboration in areas like poverty alleviation, gender development, advocacy, and health management. We're delighted to have you here, sir, with us today. We are eagerly waiting for you to release the conference proceedings and address the forum.
So it gives me great pleasure to release the proceedings of this conference.
For having the release of the conference proceedings, I request you to address the forum.
Yeah, as I said, it's indeed a great pleasure and honor for me to be part of this meeting, and also to be given the privilege of releasing the proceedings of this conference. First of all, I would like to compliment Professor Satish, the Dean of School of Architecture. I think it's amazing what he and his band of faculty, students, and other stakeholders have been able to achieve. I think the very scale of this meeting is mind-boggling. It's huge. The magnitude is really large. There are so many various components to it. The complexity of technology, the complexity of drawing up a program, doing all this through the online format, and that too during the time of the pandemic, I think only goes to show the kind of capability that the school has in organizing these very important meetings. So I think congratulations to everyone in the school, the leadership and the team that's been involved. I think the earlier speakers had all spoken about the kind of the crisis that we are facing. I think we have all had various other kinds of crises, whether it's climate change, things like that. But we are also just in the midst of another big crisis, which is the pandemic. And one needs to also factor that in when one is looking at the environment in which the built structures are going to be coming up. So that's an added factor that needs to be kept in mind. But I was just reading about the mission of the SRM School of Architecture. And way back in 1992 itself, the people had the vision to talk about some very important things which have been enshrined in the mission statement. And one is about the mission to create architects who are deep rooted in the Indian methods. I think we have already, Dr. Vairamani had spoken about a very ancient kind of legacy and history that we have, if we take temple architecture. So going back millennia, we have had architects. Maybe they didn't go through a formal education or a system, but anyway, those principles and that discipline was very clearly evident. Otherwise, they could not have built those beautiful structures. So I was very happy to see that the school is focusing on the Indian methods, and I think that's important. And also the Professor Habib Khan was lamenting on the fact that you cannot see any structure, modern structure today, which has any Indianness in it. He was not saying that we shouldn't embrace international ideas or international principles or things like that. But somehow the Indianness seems to be missing from a lot of the structures that we can see today. The second point in the mission statement was the ability of our architects, those students, the graduates who come out, to be able to respond to the challenges of the global community. And I think that is quite a profound statement. So you're not producing graduates rooted in Indian methods for the Indian environment. You're talking about the global challenges. It's not just the Indian challenges, global challenges, the global community. And finally, to create a sustainable built environment. So, we are talking about sustainability in terms of the built environment. So I think to have that foresight in 1992 to build these, to create this kind of a mission statement, I think has created the right atmosphere for this conference, because this conference is also to do with the built environment. It's got sustainability over there. And I think a lot of you also understand what the challenges are. And I'm sure this conference, which has very key stakeholders from not only India, but also from the international landscape, a lot of foreign participants. So it's going to be a crucible of ideas from not just India, but across the world. So I think that provides for a very engaging meeting, and you'll be working together. And I'm sure that it will not just be about talking about sustainability issues. It's important to talk about them. I think all of you understand what the issues are, what the challenges are, but also to start looking at the solutions. So I think that could be an important consideration for this meeting, that while you deliberate what the challenges are and you understand what they are, but also start looking at how we might take that very important step forward. It's always very difficult to start looking at solutions, quite easy to identify the problems. So I'm sure that this meeting will also start looking at what solutions can be done, make recommendations which can then be given to other stakeholders, who policymakers and other important groups who are in a position to make change. But I think more importantly, you will be sensitizing the young successor generation of architects, that is the graduates, making them understand what their future role is going to be in a changing environment. And this environment is changing really very rapidly. So I think keeping the focus on the student and keeping in mind that these students are going to become architects of the future, it's very important that that is taken up. So I think, there's also science, the interrelationship between science, sustainability, and the built environment. I think that is something also which you are very keen to look at. It's very important because science and sustainability are certainly very closely linked. And in areas like design, energy, and materials, these are very important considerations and all interlinked. And I hope also that that our School of Architecture will play a leadership role. And I'm not sure if you already, probably Dean might have already thought of it. If it's already not there, maybe to create an international center for infrastructure, science, and sustainability. Maybe that would create the right platform to bring together. I think you've made a start now with this conference, getting together minds from across India, from abroad. We have a number of very interesting partnerships in place. We can bring that also into this, to make it an integral part of this, so that we become this, the School of Architecture becomes a very central place in providing leadership in this very important area. So I want to take this opportunity of wishing the event every success. I think also to have brought out the proceedings of the conference, it's not an easy task, collecting all the papers from the speakers, putting it together. It's a Herculean task. It can be a nightmare in the logistics of doing that, but you have done it. So I think you need to pat yourself on the back and say, yes, we have made one very important contribution, and that is you've collected all the ideas in those individuals who have written those papers, those researchers. There's something unique about what each one of them has done. It's a unique contribution, and all that is going to be distilled and put together in these proceedings, which will go down in the history of sustainability in the built environment. It's going to be there. No one can take it away from you. It's going to be something that's going to be there, part of what you're doing. I also want to thank all the other partners, stakeholders, the sponsors, the participants, especially those who have participated from overseas and have given so freely of their time, so freely of their knowledge to be part of this meeting. So once again, congratulations to all of you for having arranged such a wonderful meeting, and also wish you all the best for the next few days, and hope you have a very successful conference and that it leads to something very important where we would be looking at solutions and taking that agenda forward. Thank you very much.
All right, it gives us great pleasure now to introduce the guest of honor, Dr. Saeed Ahmed Iskandar Saeed Arifin, Director, Research Institute, University Technology, Malaysia. He's a professor at Department of Architecture, UTM. He received a doctoral degree from Oxford Brookes University, UK. As a senior member of the Council of Architectural Accreditation and Education, Malaysia, a council set up by Board of Architects Malaysia to oversee architecture and interior design education in the country. He led a team of professional and academics to develop and publish the Manual of Accreditation for Architecture program in 2013, the LAM policy and procedures for the validation of overseas program in architecture in 2015, and LAM policy and procedure for accreditation of interior design program in 2019. He also led several significant initiatives in the architectural education in Malaysia, primarily serving as a founding chairman of Council of Heads of Architecture Schools in 2006, as well as the founder and first director of Kalam in 1995, a research center for vernacular architecture and built environment in the Malay world. He authored Architectural Conservation in Islam in 2005, a pioneering attempt towards interpreting conservation philosophy and practices from Islamic perspectives. As a person who specializes in heritage and conservation, he served national heritage development continuously as a member of the Expert Committee on National Heritage for the past 10 years. Currently, he is the Executive Director of Institute Sultan Iskandar, a research and consultancy company wholly owned by UTM, focusing on built environment and sustainability. It is a delight to have you with us today, and we welcome you to deliver the Guest of Honor address.
Thank you, Professor Prashant. Your Excellency, Dr. C. Mutamil Chelvan, the Vice Chancellor, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, the Honorable Architect Habib Khan, President, Council of Architecture, New Delhi, respected Dr. P. Shantish Kumar, Chairperson ICON Best 2021, who is also the Dean, School of Architecture and Interior Design. Respected Professor C. Pradipa, Convener, Icon Best 2021, also Professor and Head of School of Architecture and Interior Design. And to all respected Deans, Professors, Speakers, and academic members of the faculty and university from SMRIST, as well as presenters and participants. Good afternoon to all. I'm truly honored to be invited in this historic event, the inauguration of International Conference on Built Environment, Science and Technology 2021, or in short referred to as Icon Best 2021. I would like to congratulate School of Architecture and Interior Design, SAID, for I'm sure members of the academic and support staff have been working hard since weeks and probably months to ensure smooth running of the event. This is your day, this is our day, and I'm here to show our collegiality and support within the fraternity. Education is about seeking an establishment of truth. Education has the power to eliminate ignorance, empowers us to do the right things. Students, researchers, academics, and professionals had in their hands knowledge of science and technology that placed them in position to intervene and help better the built environment in which we live in. The Icon Best 2021 conference is the meeting of hearts and minds of individuals who have dedicated most of their academic and professional career in the realm of built environment across nation and beyond borders. Icon Best 2021 has given us this golden opportunity. We look forward to share and learn from one another. As member of the academic from University Technology Malaysia, the place where I'm working, I welcome collaboration between universities in whatever form for the fact that the scholarship of teaching and effective learning could be intensified in a multidiscipline and multicultural studio learning environment. The more we know about others, the more we know about ourselves. On that note, I'm pleased to know that University Technology Malaysia and SMRIST had already organized several collaborative initiatives in the past months. I would like to end my speech by expressing my appreciations and thank you to everyone at Icon Best 2021, especially the organizer from SAID of SMRIST for having me here. I wish this conference brought forth successful and memorable outcomes that are beneficial for mankind. Physical distance, most demanded during this pandemic, proven failed to separate us, but instead it made us closer than ever before. Wishing you all the best for Icon Best 2021. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words, and we look forward to further collaboration with UTM. We are honored to have you amongst us today. We now take the opportunity to introduce Dr. R. Shantipriya, coordinator of Icon Best 2021. She was instrumental in breathing life into this conference. I now request the coordinator, Dr. Shantipriya of Icon Best 2021, to address this forum with a vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the coordinating committee, Icon Best 2021, first and foremost, I would take the opportunity to thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Architect Habib Khan, President, Council of Architecture, for taking the time amid his busy schedule and making his gracious virtual presence here. It is motivating to see your commitment to the development of the architectural education and the profession in its entirety. We are extremely grateful to Professor Dr. Syed Ahmed Iskandar Syed Arifin, Director, Research Institute, University Technology Malaysia, and Dr. Endar Trai PNP, University Negeri Malang, Indonesia, for gracing this occasion with a special address. My heartfelt gratitude to all the national and international advisory committee members for their continuous support and valuable suggestions. I take this opportunity to thank all the reviewers, technical committee members, and session chairs for providing their valuable and constructive comments in time, which will help to improve the quality of papers. My sincere thanks to all the captivating speakers on varied tracks who are going to give their succinct presentation scheduled for the next 2 days for sharing their knowledge on topics related to theme area of the conference. Thanks to our star illuminating speakers for coming back to their home virtually and to share their professional journey with us. Thanks to all the participants, delegates, elite members for being here with us today. At this juncture, I would like to express my gratitude to our management for their keen interest in knowledge dissemination by supporting us to organize this international event to promote several of the cutting-edge and community-centric research projects with the welfare of the society to the core. My heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Muthamil Selvan, for his inspiring talk during inaugural address and continuously mentoring us for organizing this event. My thanks to Dr. M. Airamani, Dean School of Bioengineering, and Dr. Kartar Singh, Director, International Relations, for their special note. Thanks to our knowledge partners, COA New Delhi, and associate partners, Smart Habitat Foundation, Acoustical Society of India, and sustainability partners, IGBC, Green Association, Ethos, and ASH for guiding us in identifying the speakers. My word of thanks to our Dean, Dr. P. Satish Kumar, for visualizing and designing the entire structure of ICON West 2021 as a mega research colloquium and guiding us with his energetic and proactive approaches towards the conference. I also would like to thank Professor Pratibha, convener of this program, for joining hands with me in coordinating this conference. My heartfelt gratitude to all my colleagues, various committee members, faculties from Visual Communication team who have worked tirelessly with utmost dedication for the past 3 months for making this program a resounding success. I'm very much thankful to all the sponsors of this conference. Without their generous financial support, it would not have been possible to organize this virtual conference. Once again, I welcome all the participants and I'm eager to listen to all the scientific presentations lined up for the next 2 days. Thank you.
We thank our panel and our audience for joining ICON West 2021, the inauguration today. We thank our sponsors, EPCO Furniture, Fittings, LiveSmart, WorkSmart, Nippon Paints, Dalmia, Ultratech, Metrobooks, and Astral Adhesives. We thank Architect Habib Khan, President, Council of Architecture, for his constant support and encouragement. We also thank all our advisory board members who have provided us with a much needed optimism. We are confident that we will have a thoroughly good conference and we look forward to your keen participation. Thank you once again for joining us today. We may now request everyone to kindly stand up in due respect and join us for the national anthem.